I'm Stephen John Drew from the official GonnaGeek.com show, a weekly geek news podcast that is a part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other awesome geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Stand by for a brand new episode of All Things Good and Nerdy.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 384 of the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast. This is recorded live on Sunday, December 8th, 2019, and we do have a full house today. Joining me, as per the usual, one, Anthony Bachman.
That is correct, motherfuckers.
Indeed. And returned from, I don't know what the crap happened to him, but he sure looked
Death's
like hell
door?
last week. Yeah, Mr. Willie Nelson.
Oh, that's me. Hey. I returned from the dead.
Yeah, we're glad you're feeling better, because you could progressively watch last week's show as Willie's just more and more like, oh my God, why am I here? I feel like hell. Oh my God. And then eventually he's like, I gotta go.
Well, that was more like, why am I still on this planet?
Yeah, I know. So we're glad you're feeling better. And also, as a side note, thank you to Sailor Poland for coming in, subbing in at the last second to share some nerdy goodness with us.
I will double that thankfulness because I wasn't even here last week and I was somewhere else.
I do enjoy the comment from Sailor Poland in the chat room stating, fucking lag. Took Willie a week to respawn.
I mean, technically, I was over the sickness within 24 hours. No idea what hit me. I was better that afternoon. Like, I didn't feel sick at all that afternoon. No idea. It started Saturday night, ended Sunday afternoon.
Well, normally most people, when they have to see my face early in the morning, they feel pretty sick, so it could have been that.
Oh, no, it started Saturday night. I didn't see your face then.
Are you sure? I might have just might have dialed into your house on a video phone and been watching you all night.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
It's only mildly creepy.
It's more creepy now that you tell him you did it.
What are you talking about? That makes it hilarious.
If
that's
what
perspective.
you think.
Now
Yeah,
Willie
that's...
knows what's going on. It's that I'm watching you. Really?
This episode brought to you by Yoo-Hoo and creepiness from Chris instead of me.
This guy.
Well, a little bit for me. A little bit for me too.
Well, I wish Yoo-Hoo was paying us before you gave them that nice and wonderful plug. So, Yoo-Hoo, if you want to pay us, let us know.
Well, you guys give out the sponsor first, and then be like, "Oh wait, they did a good job for us. Let's give them some money." That's how sponsorship works, right?
If it is, that would explain why nothing we've ever done has worked when it comes to sponsorship.
Let's talk to you about Squarespace.
If you go to squarespace.com, promo code ATGN, you'll get nothing, but you'll have an opportunity to try out Squarespace for free. 14-day free trial. You can do whatever you want on the site. Remember, squarespace.com, promo code ATGN, gives you nothing besides the joy of trying out Squarespace.
Oh, that's one
right.
I always hear on podcasts, right? Squarespace.
Yeah, they advertise a lot. That and audible.com/ATGN. You can go there and not get 2 free books because we don't have a promo code with Audible, but you could use a good service.
But isn't there someone on the network who you can hear on audible.com reading a book, I believe?
I don't know. It's possible.
From Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D., I believe.
I think Lauren's, the book that she was reading on, was on there now, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Me either. I remember she did it. She got one done. I remember hearing about that. I was like, yeah.
I'm not sure if it has been published yet or if she's just gotten her recordings turned in for it.
I remember it was a while back. That's all I remember.
But you can go to audible.com/ATGN and it'll redirect you to their main site because we don't have a promo code. And you can make sure you try that great service that Amazon provides that they're welcome to pay us for, and we'll promote with them.
And since we're talking about it, I just canceled my audible.com membership. Oh, that's timing.
Because he wants to get in on the Audible promo with ATGN that you could theoretically get by going to audible.com/ATGN that doesn't actually exist yet. Maybe one day, who knows? That's audible.com/ATGN.
See, if I could sing, I would start singing the Sugar Ray, someday When my life had passed me by.
And that's enough of that before we get.
Yeah, I
shut
wasn't
down.
gonna go any further.
No, in all seriousness, for anyone that is listening, this is all said in jest. We are not partners with any of those services. Not to say they're bad services, but please don't expect that you're going to be able to use any promo code from this show for anything.
No. Let's be honest. They're a bad service if they don't have us advertising them. Everything is a bad service.
So who do you want to advertise with then, Willie? If you could have your dream tie-in with some company, who would ATGN be partnered with, Willie? I'm really curious here.
I am the biggest whore there is. I would do anything. Shill me out. I do not care.
So you don't have a dream product, you'll just do whatever.
The price is right, buddy.
Willie's like, you want me to promote maxi pads? That's fine. I'll talk about how I love them.
Who cares? Hell, I'll talk about cups.
Yeah, Willie's going to talk
I have
about
no idea
everything.
how they work, but I'll talk about them. I'll promote them.
What if Steven's year-round Christmas tree emporium wanted to advertise with us? Would you be on board with that?
I will come to your house and suplex your tree out of it.
Willie's tree suplexing service. If you are a
Nice.
good enough customer, he will come and suplex your Christmas tree out the window. He won't do anything else after that. It's just going to be
Or
like,
out the door. I mean, I'm not going to do it out the window. I mean, unless you want me to and break the window, though. How could you suplex something out of a window anyway?
Depends
You
on
gotta
how big a window
pick
it
it.
is.
You gotta pick it up vertically.
Haven't you seen some of those giant like picture windows? They're huge.
You know what? Fair, but do they actually open all the way up?
Depends on the house. Many do.
Pretty sure you
I
haven't seen
guess.
enough episodes of The Barber Shop with Brutus the Barber Beefcake on the WWE, because I'm pretty sure multiple people got suplexed through that window.
Suplex or body slammed? There's a difference.
Both suplex,
Yeah.
body slam, super
Either
kick.
or.
People
Now,
running
let's get-
body slam. Lots of people
you-
do that window in different ways.
if you don't know, a suplex is when you lock someone over, you give them like a front headlock kind of, and you lift them all the way up vertically, and then you drop both you back down to the ground. Just in case anyone doesn't know what a suplex is. There's a difference. Now, if you want to talk about German suplexes, let's talk about Michigan State.
Continue.
That's a joke no one gets.
Nope, apparently not.
That
There was
an
that
inside
awkward
joke.
silence there.
Yeah, it happens. While playing Smash Brothers Brawl a long time ago, a buddy of mine, D, would always like be Kirby, and he'd grab you. And Kirby, when he grabs you, one of his away throw was like a German suplex, and every time he like go Michigan State. I guess Michigan State was known for
Works.
German suplexes.
So was Kurt Angle.
Well,
Yep.
we're talking about real ones.
Yeah.
Was Kurt
real
Angle
No.
known to do it in real
Yeah.
wrestling though?
Yeah, he won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, but was
No,
he
he
doing
did
it with German suplex?
Yeah.
He did suplexes in real wrestling and then in pro wrestling.
Yes.
Okay.
But also,
That's
so did Rick and Scott Steiner, who were also amateur wrestlers turned pro wrestlers.
That was before Scott got onto the gold.
Oh, yeah.
God.
And,
And
the
his
FGH.
chest is caving in. Oh, it
Yeah.
looks so bad.
That dude got huge. Yeah, he
Oh.
used to look like a normal human before he became Big Papa Pump.
Have you
called
seen
Big
what he looks
Big
like
Mom.
though?
I haven't seen what he looks like now.
He's
Did he
still
not-
wrestling, isn't he?
That chest thing is I
Did
forget
he
what
not-
it's called.
Did he
Where
not
it's like
deflate correctly?
it's going weird. I think Hulk Hogan has it too. I forget. I guess when you just get older, like it's like you got a big hole in your chest where your skin's just dipping in. It looks weird.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm not really well versed in Big Papa Pump's appearance.
It's like in between the pecs.
Yeah, I haven't seen what he looks like lately. But I mean, yeah, he got huge for a while. Scott Steiner was giant.
Yeah.
He must have put on over 100 pounds of muscle when he really hit the roids. Like, he got fucking big.
Like,
Shh,
he
it
was
wasn't
bigger than
roids.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
The Rock is now, and The Rock is huge right now. Like freaking huge.
I actually used to always like his brother better. I liked Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin. The one who actually wore amateur wrestling headgear as a professional wrestler and would like crawl around on his hands and knees in the ring and bark at people. He was a very strange character.
Just a little bit, a little strange.
Yep. But he was fucking entertaining.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I used to love me some Steiner Brothers. That's some old school WCW shit right there.
It really is. And I'm not really strong on my WCW knowledge, I'll be honest.
You did
My
okay on
knowledge
the
of it-
quiz. You did okay on the
Kinda
quiz
alright.
on Gonna Geek.
It's true.
There was a quiz?
There was.
Yeah, I quizzed Chris and who else was there taking the quiz? I can't remember. Oh, Cody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's when Cody was on.
yeah.
Ooh,
Mr.
well-
President had me do a quiz for them on pro wrestling, so I hit them with some old school WWF and WCW questions.
Do you remember any of the questions? Because I would like to take some of these questions. I think I got this. If
Who
you remember
made-
any off the top of your
There's
head.
probably
Who
a
made their
document somewhere.
debut by beating Hulk Hogan, and at what pay-per-view did it happen?
And was this WCW, I'm guessing?
That's none of your business.
Ooh.
Oh, so okay. I didn't know if that was, I didn't know if that was
Yeah,
an
no.
own thing.
Willie,
So
you're
it
on
was
the
on
clock.
both of them.
You're on the clock.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a given.
At a pay-per-view, was it an Undertaker at WrestleMania 5?
No.
All right, that's a wild guess.
Now, Taker was a known character before he showed up at WrestleMania. No, the Giant, who was billed as the son of Andre the Giant, the original
okay.
version of Big Show. His first appearance in WCW was Halloween Havoc, and in his first match, he beat Hulk Hogan for the WCW Heavyweight Championship. And
No,
he came out literally in a one-strap unitard like Andre used to wear. Because the
I
original
do-
story
oh,
was
yeah.
it was Andre's kid.
I do remember watching like a Paul White, like he a little documentary. I forget where it was on. It was so long ago, I forget where it was on. But I remember seeing him at his before the wrestling thing. He was struggling as a car salesman.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the gimmick there, but he was also a salesman.
Yeah.
And he was he did so poorly in sales one month or something like that, or 1 week, or I forget how commissions work. Then he's like, you owe us money. And he said he was going home and he would make a toothpaste sandwich because that's all he had.
Oh,
Yep, just squirt.
it was like Stone Cold post WCW, pre WWE. When he became Stone Cold, there was a point where he was eating like a bag of potatoes was what he would buy, and that was a week's worth of food, and he had nothing else to eat. Like those boys were broke for a while. Oh, there's the other one. What was Coco Beware's finisher, and what did it change to after his rivalry with Bobby the Brain Heenan?
All right, this is before my time. I can tell you that right now. I remember watching stuff as a kid, but this Coco Beware, I have very vague memories of him. And I think that was even before I was even conscious in my memories, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hit him with some of the old school ones like that. Like, what does JYD stand for?
Yeah, I didn't remember.
Jack White Black.
Junkyard Dog.
Oh, why?
Yeah, JYD. Yeah, there was some
I thought you
old
said
school.
JWB.
I started watching when there was still a lot of the old school 70s wrestlers still in the 1980s WWF when I very first started watching wrestling. So,
But it's also very important to realize that there is zero insurance for those guys,
yeah.
and also zero 401k. There is no retirement
Right.
plan for them.
And even though they are contracted and not allowed to work for any other companies, they are considered independent freelancers by Titan Sports and not employees, which is why they don't get medical coverage.
Which is
Because-
why AEW is fascinating, because
Yep.
they do their employees with medical care.
Like they fucking should be.
Yeah.
If you're under contract and can't work anywhere else, you're not freelance anymore. You're doing fucking 280 shows a year for a company that won't allow you to work for anybody else, but they call you fucking an independent contractor. It's fucking horseshit.
So how's that legal?
Because Titan Sports is Titan Sports, and Vince McMahon has a lot of lawyers and is a billionaire.
And he also knows Trump too.
Oh.
I mean, because he was on there. Wasn't he one of those freelancers at a time?
Mhm.
Did do work with the WWE. He was in WrestleMania at one point. It was the billionaire v billionaire thing they built it as.
I remember something where they had like the shave your head thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
forget
it was
what it
from.
was about. I was like, does anyone think Trump's actually going to shave his head even back then? It's like,
Nope.
that's not going to happen.
It was a pretty dumb storyline.
You know, it's typical. It's a typical Vince McMahon professional wrestling storyline stuff. We should not be shocked.
True.
See,
Yeah.
we can talk about Trump without getting political. You're welcome.
You know what
I
else
did
we
the
can do without
impossible.
getting political? The news of the week.
Push a button.
Live from the ATGN studios on the internet, it's the news of the week.
Welcome to the news of the week. It's that part of the show where we run down in our minds what is some of the most interesting geeky and or nerdy news to have popped up here in the past couple weeks. I will kick things off for us because it is something that we've been talking about fairly heavily. There are other shows in the network that have focused on it a ton. And tonight, Sunday, I believe, is it at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m.? I would have to check. That's the part I forgot. But tonight, Crisis on Infinite Earth starts on the CW. That is where they are crossing over 5 of the superhero shows to basically do a small screen adaptation of the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic. They've been building towards this since last year's crossover, and if you've been watching this season of Arrow, pretty much the entire season has been built up to the 5-part ending of things. It begins tonight with Supergirl, tomorrow with Batwoman, and then Tuesday with The Flash, before taking a break for the winter holidays and returning with Legends of Tomorrow and Arrow wrapping things up. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot to keep track of. Let's just do a little bit of a breakdown to figure out what all you need to watch. We mentioned Supergirl's the first episode. That is December 8th. Tonight is recorded. This is at 8 p.m. I just found it. Then part 2, Batwoman on Monday at 9 p.m. December 9th. And The Flash, Tuesday, December 10th at 8 p.m. That gets you everything. Now, here's the thing. You could be like, I don't get the CW on my cable, or I don't get cable. It's okay. You just download the CW app on your cell phone, your tablet, your Roku, your PlayStation, if there's actually an app on the PlayStation for it. I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Nope.
You can watch all of the CW shows, the last 5, for free on their app, and you just watch commercials. So you, too, can jump into Crisis and know what's going on. Now,
You can also just turn on your television because the CW is a free digital channel in most markets.
You got to have an antenna to pick it up.
Who doesn't have an antenna on their TV?
I don't have an antenna on my TV.
Well, you're a jackass.
I haven't had an antenna on my TV in 15 years.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's saying that they come built in with antennas.
No, they don't
No,
anymore.
They don't. That's the problem.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they
They
started
should.
taking it out.
Yeah, every TV should have a $20 piece of metal in it to fucking pick up digital channels, but they don't because they're cheap bastards.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
the
also
CW website says,
who
it'll be
uses
2
it.
episodes on tonight, starting at 8/7 Central.
There's only one on tonight.
It says Supergirl Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, followed by Crisis on Infinite Earths Crisis Aftermath 1 Special.
Okay, that's a different thing. That's the show
Oh,
that
it's
Kevin
like-
Smith is hosting. That's like Talking Dead kind of thing.
Oh, is that what they're
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
Instead
they're
of doing
doing-
5 full episodes of Crisis like they should, you bastards.
No, they are doing 5 full episodes of Crisis. It's just we only get the first 3 before January 14th when they air back to back the finales on or the ending on Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow.
Mm.
So you get through Tuesday and then you wait until January 14th, a little over a month, to get the wrap up of it. So the nice thing
Sons
is
of bitches.
pretty much anyone can watch it because if
Yep.
you have an antenna, you can pick it up that way, or you can use the CW app because, like I mentioned, it's free. They feed you commercials, but it's free. So if it's something,
And it's
you
the
can-
following day.
yes, the next day. So it's well worth watching if you haven't been watching most of the CW shows. Spoiler alert, you're probably okay because the only one I watch currently is Arrow. I haven't watched The Flash in 2 seasons. I haven't watched Supergirl in 2 seasons. I am caught up on Legends, to be fair, but I don't know much what's going on in those shows, but I don't think you really need to based on what I've read for Crisis. It's going to be insanity. They're bringing Brandon Routh back as Superman, for instance. That's right.
Flash has been kind of important because Barry knows he's going to die, and so they've been doing a whole lot of lead up to him, like prepping the team for him to not be there anymore. So they've had some really good episodes with like him and fucking I want to say Joe West. I can't remember the actor's name, but like him and his dad having like a little tearful moment with, you know, basically saying goodbye to his son, knowing that Barry's going to die in the crisis, prepping the elongated man and Cisco to like be ready to take over when Barry's gone, and him like basically wrapping his head around the idea that they did a thing where he flashed forward to alternate, like possible alternate futures with the Silver Age Jay Garrick Flash, and they basically let Barry see a billion different alternate timelines, and in all of them, everyone died unless he died. And so he has accepted the fact that the only way to save everybody is he has to die.
So he Doctor Stranged it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
more or less.
Which, and for those that don't know, in the Crisis, the original Crisis on Infinite Earths, when all of the multiverses were shoved into one planet, it was how DC got rid of all of their basically multiverse theory, where they had so many different worlds and different Earths and different crossover stories that nobody in editorial at DC could keep the shit straight. They destroyed all the universes, ended up killing Supergirl, and then they stopped the entire thing by putting the Flash on a treadmill that could harness his power and stop the energy wave, or shoot the monitor with it, or the monitor, the anti-monitor,
Anti-monitor.
anti-monitor. And then Barry ran so fast he basically disintegrated.
Yes.
And so yeah, it is one of the most classic DC things ever that the Flash hopped on a cosmic treadmill created by the Green Lantern and ran so fast he disappeared.
And like Sailor Poland mentions in the chat, after a decade, things were pretty much back to where they were before.
Yeah. Yeah, they shrunk down to one Earth, put all the characters on one planet, reset all their stories, and then started building Elseworlds again. Oh, well, but we need Earth 2 for this, and we need Earth 4 for that, blah, blah, blah. And then the next thing you know, they've got DC 52, and there's 52 Earths again.
Right. So Crisis is coming up. We assume it's going to effectively reboot and merge all of the different Earths we have because, for instance, Supergirl's on Earth 38, Black Lightning's on a different Earth. I can't remember which one. And the Arrowverse stuff all exists on Earth 1. Presumably everything's going to be merged, and the real question is what happens going forward? Well, the thing is, we know a little bit about that. Like Anthony had mentioned, it seems like Team Flash will continue even if Barry dies. But let's be honest, Grant Gustin's not going to stay dead for long on that show.
Yeah. He's too good.
Yeah, in the aftermath of the show, we know of at least 2 more shows that are going to be coming up. Arrow's penultimate episode will be the first to follow Crisis. It's going to effectively be a backdoor pilot for a spin-off called Green Arrow and the Canaries. This focuses on Oliver's daughter Mia in the future. Another planned spin-off they've started talking about is called Superman and Lois, starring the Supergirl versions of Lois Lane and the Man of Steel. So Arrow goes away at the end of all of this. And presumably we get the spin-off that takes place in the future, which I honestly couldn't care less about because I find his daughter kind of boring. And the Superman series, which I didn't think I'd see another Superman series on the small screen, which makes me think they really have absolutely no plans for Henry Cavill's Superman at this point in time.
Oh no, he's done.
Yeah.
The Witcher.
He's gonna be. Yeah, I was about to say he's the Witcher this month.
Yeah, he's sitting back collecting Netflix checks. He's not going to deal with DC again.
He said he'd come back and do Superman during part of the Witcher press tour.
He would do Superman if they fucking did it right and didn't fucking do stupid shit.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't, unless they have a fucking, unless he's got like partial, like, unless he has like Ed Norton control over the Hulk in his new version of Superman, I don't think we're going to see Henry Cavill in the S again.
Probably not. But we will get to see Brandon Routh back in the S for Crisis, which,
Yes!
if you look at him in the Kingdom Come Superman suit, you're like, holy crap, the dude still has the Superman look, and this is awesome.
No, he got bigger again because he's been on Legends. We've seen him as the Atom. Yeah, and he was smaller. He buffed up to be Superman again. Like, he put on some weight. The pictures of him standing next to Tyler Hoechlin, I feel sorry for the Alpha Wolf from Teen Wolf because that's not a small guy. But standing next to Brandon Routh, he looks like a fucking teenager. He looks like Superboy standing next to Superman.
And let's be fair, Brandon Routh's probably what, like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I think he's 6'4", 6'5".
The dude has always been pretty ripped, but he got more ripped to put the Superman shield back on. And we do know that in some way, shape, or form, Tom Welling and Erica Durance reprised their roles from Smallville on there. Now, supposedly, if you believe the set rumors, there's only like 2 scenes with Tom Welling in them because he wasn't there for long. I swear to God, they better put him in the damn suit since we never got it.
Yeah, see, and the only shots I've seen, it's them on the farmhouse.
Yeah, but,
and so he's wearing like, you know, the jacket.
But the thing is, would you want to preview that shot of him in the suit in Crisis trailers? And then
they need to save it. That needs to be a reveal, is that you actually get Tom Welling doing the shirt open and then flying off in full camera view in a full suit.
Wouldn't that be amazing? And then there was I gotta find.
He never got to wear the suit.
I know, which is really a bummer. I'm trying to find the tweet that Mark Guggenheim had stated that had shared, and oh crap, it's not showing.
Yeah, because he just put out one saying that like there's a handful of cameos that haven't even been hinted at, aren't even rumors yet. Like apparently there's still a whole bunch of stuff that we have no clue we're about to see tonight.
Yes. So one of the things that was really interesting to me, and I've somehow gotten 32 likes off of a comment I made on Twitter about this, is someone had tweeted to Mark Guggenheim and said, Mark said WB said no to using the Superman theme. Damn WB. And then on December 6th, he quoted it and said, no spoilers, but a lot has changed since that tweet. Could you imagine? Now, they pulled it off in Smallville. They got to use the John Williams theme at the very end. If you've got Crisis here, where you've got at least 3 Supermen that we know of. Tom Welling, Tyler Hoechlin, Brandon Routh.
And Supergirl.
Right.
Don't forget. Yeah, there's multiple supers.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they get to drop just a little bit of that classic theme with the moment?
Yeah.
It'd be like, you'd be like, damn, this is pretty cool.
There's got to be a bit of it. There's got to be a bit of that score. Because it's so perfect.
There's tons of stuff they haven't shared with us, even though they've put all the trailers out that have been showing some sneak peeks. Even Kevin Conroy live on screen in armored Batman armor. Or, powered Batman armor.
Yeah, he's like the Kingdom Come version of Old Man Batman, where, he had like an exosuit running around in the Batcave, and he looks kind of cool.
I want to assume that he is in the same universe as the Brandon Routh Kingdom Come Superman, but who knows?
Yeah, it would make sense.
But seriously, it's Kevin Conroy doing live action Batman. You got to imagine for him, he's like, I've been playing this role forever. I never thought I'd actually be doing it on camera, and now I'm doing it on camera. This is really freaking cool.
He is the Knight.
I don't know. I know Anthony and I are super excited for it. Willie, do you have any interest whatsoever in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover they're doing on the CW right now?
Not really, because I can't watch it.
You can't use the CW app?
I mean, I guess I could if I want to watch on this computer right here on my phone, but yay, that sounds fun. No, I'm watching on my TV.
Does your TV let you cast? Does it have Google Cast built into it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it does suck that Sony hasn't put the CW app in the sticking PlayStation Store. I don't know why the hell the app's not there. You can get almost every other streaming app.
They might not have developed it for Sony hardware also. It's not the same kind of app that you would put out for Android or Apple or anything like that. It's a different kind of development.
Yeah, it's just weird because when I go to my movies and TV option on the PlayStation, you've got Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, WWE Network, frickin' ESPN. There's like 3 other ones. Fucking Vudu's on there. I can pull up my Vudu archive in my whole library. Yeah, but I can't get the CW app, which is kind of annoying.
Well,
what also pisses me off is that I can't get DC Universe, whatever is that what they're called? Their streaming service
don't
is called
worry, that's
Universe Online
soon.
Yeah, because future I finished Doom Patrol. It's great, and I wanted to watch Titans. Can't do it at all. I want to give you money, DC, but you don't want to let me, so fuck off.
Just wait until April when the HBO whatever the hell it's called comes out, which basically has
Max,
those shows
HBO
on.
Max.
Which makes the another dumb name because it makes me think it's HBO and Cinemax together.
Yeah.
Which it is. And then it's also 13 other things that you have no clue about because the title sucks.
Yes.
But I get it for free with my cell phone plan, so yay. Because they already give me HBO for free, and if you have regular HBO, you get HBO Max, they said.
Oh, nice.
If you want to give me that code, that'd be great. I would not argue with that one. We'll talk after. We'll talk after this.
Actually, there is if you have a good streaming service like Disney Plus, who in their email blatantly say it's 5 accounts to be watched on 5 different devices, anytime, anywhere. Basically saying, go ahead and share it with your friends and family.
We'll talk
because they're Disney and they know they're going to get your money anyways.
Although they are looking into ways to shut down people that are password sharing while they're saying that. Just keep that in mind. There's research going on that currently.
I need to watch Watchmen, Chris. Shh, just let this happen. Just let it happen.
I need to watch that too. I also need to finish Ballers.
I've heard good things about Watchmen.
Oh, yeah. I've only watched like 2 or 3 episodes. I can't remember how many. But I need to continue on because it was pretty damn good.
Well, that wraps up my news, though. Bachman, what do you got for us?
In addition to some of the cameos that are mentioned, we have a feeling that one's probably not going to happen, but it was one that some people kind of freaked out for. They did a CBR article on it. Crisis showrunner wasn't joking about reaching out for that Superman cameo. Early this past October, Arrowverse architect Mark Guggenheim implied that his and his team had tried to contact Nicolas Cage about making a cameo as the Superman Lives Superman from the Tim Burton movie that never actually went to film and never got shot. But from the documentary, the Death of Superman Lives, what happened, a lot of people saw, they got to the point where Nick Cage was in full costume. Like, they did full costume fittings. They were about ready to start filming. And so, basically, Nick Cage was ready to be Superman. Apparently, he didn't agree to show up. But, hell, we don't know. Maybe in January, one of the end episodes, like, maybe fucking Nick Cage shows up in that glowing blue outfit. How fucking crazy would that be?
One thing
That
to consider,
purple-looking blue.
It was such a crazy fucking outfit. It looked more like Cress Williams' Black Lightning outfit than a Superman outfit is what it looked like.
It looked more like Bizarro.
one
a little
thing
bit.
to
It
It
keep
was
in-
more of a purple.
It was weird.
One thing to keep in mind on a lot of these appearances, we sort of heard about with Michael Rosenbaum, is when they were reaching out to folks, they didn't have everything fully fleshed out. So, like, they reached
Yeah.
out to Michael Rosenbaum. They weren't offering much money from what it was and could tell him nothing about what they wanted to do with his character, which is part of the reason he passed on returning as Lex Luthor. So,
Yeah.
I imagine if you reached out to someone like Nick Cage or his people, who is arguably, I don't mean this disparagingly, he's a bigger name than Michael Rosenbaum because he's won Academy Awards, been nominated, stuff like that. He's probably like, the hell do I want to go back and do TV for? And for what? I don't know what's going on. You're not going to pay me. And for a character I really wanted to play that never got to do.
Yeah. But yeah, as Zeta also put it, Nick Cage will also show up for anything. He's like fucking Danny Trejo and Machete.
Yeah,
If you pay him $50 in a sandwich, he's there.
That's
Nick
true.
Cage has done about 1,000 fucking movies.
I mean, I
Yeah.
never really expected him to appear. Maybe there's some kind of Easter egg or something. We do know this crisis is full of Easter eggs. We talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was on this show. It was probably on Starling Tribune. There's even like newspaper covers shown from Crisis that is Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne talking about Bruce Wayne marrying Selena Kyle on the front of like the Gotham Gazette or whatever.
Yep.
That's on set when they're filming stuff for Crisis.
So yeah, it is highly unlikely, but I do love the fact that Mark Guggenheim was like, no, full on. We give it a shot. We asked him. But I mean, yeah, if he did get him, they definitely wouldn't say it. They wouldn't talk about it because that would be a huge reveal and a giant spoiler. And if Nick Cage shows up, motherfucking people's heads are going to explode because then that's 5 Supermen in one show. Like, holy shit. Yeah, this is already going to be just like one of the funnest crossovers ever. And I can't wait to see what they do with like the Legends part of it. Because like last year, they literally made a joke about not joining in the crossover. And then like 2 episodes later, they complained like something bad happened. They're like, damn it, we should have done the crossover.
You know, it'd be even better if Tim Daly appeared as Superman after being the animated voice for so many years, just like they did with Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if they got Conroy, why not get Tim Daly? There's a version of Superman where he fits the mold. Like, there's been lots of different shapes and sizes of Superman over the years, and his voice on it is great. Like, his voice as Clark and Superman was fantastic. It would be awesome. I would love to see Tim Daly in the S. Like, that would be so cool.
It'd be pretty cool.
As I mean, we've heard rumors, Linda Carter, who already stars as she was the president on Supergirl, so she's already worked with Mark Guggenheim and the crew and been part of the Berlanti verse. Like, the idea of her showing up as a classic Wonder Woman, like, that's been bandied about since all of this started. So, like, there's still a chance that we might get 10, 15 cameos that we have no clue about, and it's going to be awesome just, like, people popping up on screen. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that's going to be happening for comic book nerds or for folks who've been watching since they started teasing Crisis in like the very first episode of The Flash. It's pretty cool. There's been a ton of build up, and if you asked me if I ever thought they'd pull something off like this on TV, similar to like I said with the Avengers Endgame kind of stuff where you see everyone on the screen together, I'd be like, no, I never would have expected to have gotten that. You know, making that comparison to Avengers, I'm not trying to equate them as equal things or to build hype on equal levels because I don't want someone expecting like in-game level special effects. It's still a TV budget, guys.
I've seen
Yeah.
Supergirl. It is not that good of special effects.
Did
No,
you
it
watch
is
the
still a
Corridor
TV
crew
budget.
break down the special effects for it?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Good.
It was not good at all.
But yeah, so we got that coming for Crisis. So more fun stuff to look out for. And then we actually had a new trailer this week and a new trailer that's supposed to be coming out today. And I keep checking Twitter and it hasn't appeared yet. We got the Black Widow trailer and we got the Wonder Woman 84 trailer is supposed to start today, which has had like 2 teasers of the tease of the trailer. Like, they're getting ridiculous with this tease of the tease of the tease of the just give me the goddamn trailer.
Don't
But
figure it out.
figure your shit out. But yeah, in the tease, we got Wonder Woman in a much more brightly colored outfit. Like, it's very bright 80s style. And then there's a sequence where she takes the lasso of truth and lassos a bolt of lightning across the sky, and Spider-Man swings from it. So, all right. I mean, I get that it's magic, but like that's some crazy shit right there.
This is PlayStation 1 Spider-Man where you can swing from thin air.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's not thin air. She does catch something, but apparently she throws it up and hits a lightning bolt and swings from it. But yeah, I mean, she can fly. I don't understand the point of needing to swing from something when you can fly, but it does fucking look cool. She ends up doing like a little floating basically in her fight with Ares at the end. Okay. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy what they're doing with that character, and the new brightness of the suit in the teaser. Like, I'm excited to see what they're going to show today, because also I really want to see what Cheetah looks like, because that could be either amazing or a giant failure.
They've showed some of that's already on like toys and tie-in products with it. You can find like a coffee mug that has Cheetah on it that was floating around the internet.
Yes, I'm not going to trust any of the still images that can be photoshopped. I want to see what's her face from SNL moving around in the look to see what it looks like.
Who is it?
Kristen Wiig.
It's Kristen Wiig is playing Cheetah.
Oh,
and
from Ghostbusters as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have a crush on her. She's the crush of the week. Just
a lot of the versions of the character technically is naked. She just has fur.
Oh,
that covers it. She doesn't have a costume, so it's just like a white belly. Like she basically is colored like a cat, and then has claws. Kind of, yeah. So it could be the same type of thing, except done with fur instead of scales. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with that, because yeah, like that could be awesome, or it could be very, very weird. But either way, I'm excited to see it. But I don't know. How did you guys feel about the Black Widow trailer with David Harbour being like Daddy Black Widow?
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean,
it actually made me interested. I wasn't caring one bit about it because I was like, I don't really care about spy stuff. It's just interesting from what I saw. Like, ooh, I like the comedy in it with David Harbour in it. You're fat.
I mean, I was going to see it regardless. The trailer was interesting enough that it kind of set the stage to make, this is going to be kind of a Mission Impossible spy / big adventure kind of scenes in between it, it seems like. I'm okay with that. And like some Bourne-like fighting.
Yeah, because the fighting stuff does definitely look cool. And I like the idea, the family aspect, because it makes me also wonder if they're introducing the sister, if they're going to make that Elena and make her the new Widow.
Yes, they are.
And so then you have your replacement character in the Black Widow movie.
They already said she's Yelena Belova.
Yeah, but I mean, are they going to go forward? Like, I'm guessing it'll probably be a question of how popular the character is after this movie, if they bring her into the MCU and go forward with her.
They signed her to a multi-picture deal. That's their plan.
Yeah, but it definitely could work.
Yeah, Black Widow 2 is coming out.
I mean, it's a good send-off for Scarlett Johansson's Natalia Romanoff. Now, again, time travel comes into place, so you can do all sorts of things. Who knows what's going to happen? Now, one of the things I did have to check on, and I think they actually announced this takes place after Civil War, prior to Infinity War, is when this movie takes place.
Oh.
So this is after she leaves the Avengers, when Tony's basically like, you turned on us too, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's when she disappeared for a while. Yeah, the only thing I'm not super excited for is that Taskmaster look. Like, it's one of the coolest looks in comics. It's a guy in a cloak with a skull. Like, how hard is it to make that look cool?
Well,
and that blue bodysuit looks like a fucking Power Ranger.
There's different things. Supposedly there's different iterations of the Taskmaster costume or whatnot, because the folks that saw the Comic-Con trailer, which is different than this, were like, Taskmaster looks fucking sweet. This is awesome.
Hopefully, it'll be like Frank Grillo when they turned him into Crossbones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just started as a soldier, then they injured him, and then they put him in the actual helmet, and like it looked cool. So yeah, hopefully like that blue Power Ranger suit is like the intro of the movie. It gets blown up, and then he actually goes and makes a fucking cool suit. Because like, come on, it's a skull. Like, how hard is it to make a skull look cool? And Taskmaster has always been one of the coolest looking villains, whether or not he sucks. He's always looked great. He's a great looking character.
I did enjoy. I saw it on Reddit. It was like the shitty movie details subreddit, which is hilarious. They took the screen cap of her like doing that jump through the sky where she's like skydiving through like the debris and stuff like that, and said,
"Oh yeah,
Natasha has no parachute here as an homage to her last fall in Avengers Endgame." And I was like, "Oh god." I was like, "That's funny."
That's harsh. Yeah, it looks
Oof.
it definitely looks. I'm more interested now than I was after seeing the trailer. So like, yeah, and I mean, yeah, David Harbour's great. I still feel sorry for him with his Hellboy, like that. Like,
It comes to
I
HBO this
enjoyed that
month, so
movie.
I'll watch it.
I
It's
watched
enjoyable.
it. It wasn't bad, but it's like the whole like Jackie Earle Haley trying to step in to be freaking Robert Englund in Freddy. Like no one was stepping up and taking Ron Perlman's spot yet. Like Ron Perlman's still available. We don't need another Hellboy. Like we still have Hellboy. It's kind of sad because it
Yeah,
was
but
one
they
of those
weren't
ones
making
where
it.
yeah, it's one of those ones where like the actor was basically set up to fail from the get go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you end up getting like the TV version of a third movie instead of an actual third fucking movie.
So
But yeah, I'm excited to see him as I don't know if he's supposed to be. I'm not sure which Soviet super soldier he's supposed to be. If he's Red Star
Steel
or if
Guardian
he's
or Red Guardian.
or if he's Crimson Guardian. Yeah, I'm not sure which one he's supposed to be.
I don't
But yeah,
know.
he looks cool in the suit. Like he definitely looks fucking cool in the suit. I will see that movie just to see that fight sequence with him in that suit
What's
because
this
he
one?
looks cool.
It's May 2020, I think, is when that one comes out.
Yeah.
Is that what they said on it?
Yeah, I believe May 2020 is as Black Widow.
So we got like 5 months. We'll make it. The Marvel/Disney marketing machine will pick up as soon as Star Wars comes out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
And we're
Look-
like, what, 2 weeks away from Star Wars at this point?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks. The
That-
Rise of the Skywalker.
That was the reaction I had too, Willie, when I realized we were about that far. I was like, oh yeah. I was like,
Hell yeah.
this isn't The Mandalorian.
No, it's not.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, the Mandalorian now
Are
has
you just
the cap-
asking for my Disney Plus login now too, Willie?
Of course he is.
I mean, if you're offering it,
Did you have anything else for us, Bachman?
Nope, I'll just be keeping my eyes peeled today for the trailer for Wonder Woman, and then apparently, oh, actually, I did catch this on Twitter. There was a Full Circle article. Apparently, there's a rumor of an Amazonian spinoff. So no actual like concrete data yet, but apparently it was something that they mentioned at the Brazil Comic Con, and so possibly Patty Jenkins would be producing a film featuring the Amazons. So we might get Princess Buttercup back as the badass Amazonian warrior, which was awesome.
So they're pulling a Hobbs and Shaw basically and spinning off.
They might. And I mean, and those Amazons in that first Wonder Woman movie, those were fucking badass. Like I'd watch a movie with all them chicks in it. Like that was fucking, that fight on the beach was fucking cool. Like that would definitely be worth a fucking, they can do a movie out of that.
I'm just trying to rethink about Justice League. Didn't most of them die in Justice League?
I think it was just, I don't think it was any like the named Amazonians. I think it was just random background characters that got killed by
Okay.
Steppenwolf.
What's his nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CGI Steppenwolf, who
CGI,
nobody even
bad
remembers. Isn't it?
CGI where they're like, it's really hard to do a full CGI character. Marvel's like, hold my beer, here's Thanos.
Yep. We're having too much trouble taking off this mustache. We can't waste time making the villain look good.
Still saying I didn't even notice the mustache.
The mustache thing is still hilarious to me to this day. No, he's under contract with us.
Yep.
F you. He's keeping the mustache.
That's how contracts work.
It was entertaining to me. Willie, did you have anything for us that you wanted to talk about?
Had a little bit of Star Wars stuff. Speaking of the Mandalorian and Disney.
What?
Willie's
You don't
gonna
even
talk
like
Star
Star
Wars?
Wars.
Well, I found this little tidbit interesting. So the Jedi Fallen Order game. This is not a spoiler for the game. It's a spoiler for location, I guess, in the game. If you haven't got there, but he goes to a planet. I think it's called Ilum, where the Kyber crystals
Ilum.
are from. Ilum. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So he goes there, and apparently, when you beat the game and you go back there, it looks a little bit different, and it is probably what the Star Base.
Star
What's it
Killer
called?
Base.
Yeah, Star Killer Base. It's probably what got turned into that, because when you go there, like the whole middle section of the planet is being mechanized. It looks like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Being turned into the trench.
So
Are they using
yeah,
all
Island
those
Star Killer
crystals
Base.
with it? Is that what powers it?
I think the game devs pretty much came out and said that's what we were trying to hint at. Is the fact that Ilum is Star Killer Base.
Yeah, so I saw that. I was like, ooh,
That's pretty cool.
That's a little interesting tidbit. I like it. The
Yeah,
calling backs and the calling forwards.
I'm hearing good stuff. I gotta eventually get that Fallen Order game. It looks
I'll
freaking
wait
good.
on it.
It's pretty good, but I got distracted by Pokemon and haven't played a ton of it.
Yeah, so when are we gonna start trading?
When do you want to trade? I'm 48 hours into the game, and I have a boatload of Pokemon.
Well, I mean, do you have anything I can need that I don't already have? Because I got 339 Pokemon already.
I do not have that many Pokemon, Willie.
I mean, I'm talking about Shield exclusives.
My wife will be having those, and will trade those to me shortly, and I can trade some of those to you.
Yep, I can trade you some of the starters to use.
Nice.
Whatever she don't got, and I got a bunch of. I think I almost have all the sword exclusives.
Very nice. Yeah, you've been putting a lot more time. Well, we'll get to it in what I'm into. Sorry. Did you have anything else you wanted to say on the Star Wars stuff before I distract us?
Kyber crystals. That's what's powering Star Killer Base.
And powered the Death Star. As
Well,
per
it makes
Rogue
sense,
One.
yeah.
I swear
Powers
to God,
lightsabers and powers giant killer Death Star machine.
there better
type
not be another damn Death Star in this upcoming Star Wars. They're gonna be like, you guys really have no ideas.
Well, I mean, that would follow the route of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Death Star and one, and then in the third one, another Death Star. So it would just be following.
Original Death
It's just
Star.
just following the pattern.
I have my concerns.
We already look like we're getting the Emperor back, so yeah, it would be just hilarious if like the broken pieces of the Death Star somehow still functioned.
I just want to see. Explain Snoke, please.
Nope.
Just explain
Never gonna
something.
get an
Like, what the
explanation.
fuck was that all about?
There's some theories.
Random weirdo in a gold dress. Just deal with it.
I need something.
Nope.
He's
I
a
don't.
Palpatine clone is one of the theories.
That would be an all right explanation. Just something like, how is he tied into this? For some reason, he just came out of nowhere.
I think they're going to
as a
rip
Sith?
off part of Dark Empire where Palpatine cloned himself to survive, or had clones of himself, and Snoke was a damaged clone or something like that. It was
I'm all right
one of
with
his minions. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. I have my concerns, but I care less and less because The Mandalorian keeps getting better and better to me. Even though this was a filler episode this week, I was like, I'm on board. This is fun.
Yeah, but it had the cavalry.
It's true.
We got fucking Ming-Na Wen in the Star Wars universe. Star Wars universe now contains Ming-Na Wen, it contains Brian Posehn, and it contains Gina Carano. Star Wars is just getting better and better, motherfuckers.
Wouldn't know.
So if someone wants to send their login to Willie Nelson, that's actually what this week's South Park was about. Is they were trying to get a login to Disney Plus.
Trading logins.
There was a dude on a street corner selling logins. Like, he opened up his coat and there's like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and he's like, but I need Disney Plus. He's like, oh, you need the good shit.
Good.
It was hilarious. South Park continues to be brilliant parody.
They do good work.
Do.
Please don't.
Oh, and yeah, I thought I saw this last night. Yep, just checked. The Twitter account for @Sabrina Netflix. Knock, knock, knock on the gates of hell. See you January 24th, which is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is coming back for the 3rd season. That show is so much fucking fun.
I couldn't finish the 2nd season.
You couldn't. It's ridiculous. She ends up going to hell and beating the devil. Only 2 seasons in, she's already beat the devil and gone to hell. Like,
I mean, who hasn't beat the devil?
It's not supernatural yet, but if they go to their 13 years, it might be.
Look, even Philip J. Fry beat the devil, so anyone can beat the devil.
Yeah. But yeah, it means more. It means more Lucy Davis, and I'm always there for more Lucy Davis.
Philip J. Fry did not beat the devil.
He got his hands.
Beat Robo Devil. Robot Devil. No, there is a difference.
Robot Devil's better anyways.
I mean, I'm not arguing that point. I'm just saying there's a specification there.
Indeed there is. I don't know how I'm going to transition off this, but hey, friendly reminder, as we wrap things up on the show, like we're probably going to start doing here now, we do a little segment called What I'm Into. It's our chance to share with you guys who are watching live or listening at a later date just what kind of geeky and or nerdy things we've been getting into, so that you might just want to go check those out yourself. And I'll kick things off for us this week. I went to the movies because, Willie, you should be proud of me. I have a Regal Unlimited card now.
Didn't you have another Unlimited?
I had Movie Pass back in the day, but I hadn't
Okay, I
gotten
thought you
anything to
got another
replace it. But I saw as part of Regal's Cyber Monday / Black Friday deals, they knocked $60 off a year-long subscription. So I went, okay, I'm in. So it was like $160 for a year's service of Regal Unlimited. So I did the math, and as long as I go to like 1.3 movies a month, it basically pays for itself. And I know when I had Movie Pass, I went to a lot of movies. I kind of went, I don't know if I want to see that, but it's a subscription. Who gives a crap? So I'll be making use of that. I did use it on Friday night because my dad saw a movie he really recommended to me that I went, I've got unlimited. Why not try this? I went and saw Ford versus Ferrari, which is kind of a biopic on the actual competition between Ford versus Ferrari for the Le Mans race and things like that back in the 60s, and how Ford developed the GT40 to basically be an FU to Ferrari after they were going to buy Ferrari, and they turned around and played them. Really good movie. Matt Damon and Christian Bale are the lead characters in it, and I enjoyed it a lot. No spoilers. I mean, you can look up the history of it, but it was really enjoyable. It was directed by James Mangold, who did the Wolverine, so I knew I would like the director and I'd like the actors. I had a lot of fun watching it, a little over 2.5 hours long, and there's also a documentary that I guess spawned the creation of this movie that you can watch on Netflix, all about the rivalry between Ford and Ferrari and how the fact is that Ford's the only people to have made an American car that's won that race to this day since the 60s. It was delightful. Willie's like, I haven't seen it. Are you going to go see it now?
Not yet. I want to. I just haven't seen it. I just haven't had a chance to.
Yeah. It's worth seeing. My dad really recommended it a lot. He's much more a car guy than I am, though, and you don't have to be a car guy to enjoy this.
I've been very interested ever since the first trailer.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, and it's Christian Bale, but don't think of any of like the normal Christian Bale roles because I don't know, I enjoyed it, and Matt Damon was also fun in it too, because he's Carroll Shelby, Matt Damon.
Okay, yeah, I figured Damon had to be playing Shelby.
Yeah, Damon Shelby, and this is all about how Shelby Motors starts up and stuff like that.
The creator of Eleanor.
Yes.
All right now.
67 Shelby GT.
Mm-hmm.
Unicorn.
That's a sexy car right there.
That is a unicorn.
Great White Buffalo.
All right. Let me get back to what I've been getting into. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Sword, but I've been doing a lot of online Dynamax raids and things like that. Because
really?
While you don't...
Really?
Yeah.
I call bullshit.
Why do you call bullshit?
Here we go.
Have you actually gotten people to join you?
Yes.
Because that's bullshit, because it's hard as fuck to get people to join you.
So I did some digging on the subreddit. And evidently one of the ways to try and make people's Y communicators refresh, or yours, because I've mostly been going into the Y communicator and joining raids that were already about to start. That's mostly what I've been doing. Is before you go and start doing raids, go and turn on your Y communicator on the internet and tell it you're looking to either trade or to battle or something like that. And then when it's actively searching, it seems like it updates better for other people out there. The Y communicator is broken. It does not work well. Even locally, it doesn't work. My wife and I were playing the same network, not connected to the internet, doing the local matching, and I would try and start a raid, and I'd be like, well, I'm here. She's like, I can't see it. And the only way we could get it to work is by having one of us start doing an active search to either trade cards or something like that, and then it would show up in the feed for some reason. They have to fix it. It's really janky and really screwed up at this point in time.
Just Nintendo again, just having terrible online.
Yes. Part of what I was going for on this one that I wanted to do is the exclusive Gigantamax version that's out through, I want to say, the end of this month is Snorlax.
Got it.
Yeah, it took me, I think I did 9 different raids on it. I won 7 of them, and I did not catch it until the 7th try. I could not catch it.
First one.
I couldn't catch it. I used Ultra Balls. I used Ultra Balls 5 times, and then Heavy Balls twice, and I couldn't catch it.
Dusk Ball.
Sorry?
Because I played tonight. A Dusk Ball.
A Dusk Ball, yeah. That would work too. But I could not catch the damn thing. I finally caught one last night while we were watching college football, and I was like, hell yeah, I finally got it. I can stop doing these damn Snorlax raids because they're a pain in the ass. And if you're doing the 5-star one, there's all these people who will start one, and they'll be like, oh, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, you and I are the only people in this room. The computer AI is so dumb for your partner Pokemon, we're not going to win.
It is.
I refuse to do a 5-star raid without at least 3 people in it.
They're all right in the early game because they're overpowered for it.
Yes.
And it's great. But later on, even some of the 3-star ones, it's like they're struggling. Like, I'm all right. I'm not dying. They're dying in one hit, so I can't keep them alive. Like,
Right.
they can't hold up. Like, something needs. They just need to fix these raids.
Well, I ran into one yesterday where we're fighting a water Pokemon, and they bring Magikarp in there, and the dude keeps using like water-based moves that's repairing and healing the water Pokemon we're fighting. I'm like, what the shit are you doing? You are effectively nerfing everything I'm doing. Thank God I'm using a lightning Pokemon.
And also, I'm a little surprised that Magikarp's not fully useless. I mean, if it wasn't for that one, you're going up against that one. It uses Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
How does
I'm all right
Magikarp
with
have
this.
friggin' Hydro Pump? I don't know, but I've enjoyed the raids when they work. You go through periods where your Y communicator won't load, or you'll go and try and do a raid and nobody comes in and joins it. And I think it's because the service is just broken at this point in time for it.
I go and do a search for max raids. No available stamps. What?
So
Are you telling me the entire world, no one's doing a max raid battle right now?
yeah,
Full of shit.
there's problems on it. So one of the ways I found to force a refresh of your feed is disconnecting the internet and then reconnect, and you tend to get a decent feed refresh then. But if you're playing this game, so for those that aren't playing, you can hit the Y button on pretty much anything but battle screens. It brings up what they call the Y communicator. And you can tell it to connect to the internet, and you can trade Pokemon over the internet. You can do battles over the internet. You can do raids over the internet, but it all goes through this screen. And you basically have to say, hey, I want to do a raid, and you can look at the feed on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can see what raids are going on and say, I want to jump in and join that raid. The problem is, unless you see it right when it first pops up, sometimes one of those raid things will be like 5 minutes old. So you'll be like, I want to go and join this. Takes you to the load screen for it. You'll be like, okay, I want to join. You hit join. It goes, oh, no communication partner found. And I'm like, then why are you showing this in my feed like I can go and do this raid? I mean, I've gone through moments where I went through 4 straight raids trying to do them. It's like, oh, no communication partner found. So it's just a matter of as soon as something appears, you need to jump into it, and you might get lucky. They really need to fix this piece of it. It should not astound anyone that it's an online component that doesn't quite work well on a Nintendo.
Now let's see if they will fix it. I don't think they will.
So here's the thing I'm really surprised about. This game came out, like 3 weeks ago? We're still on version 1.0 of Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's no patch out yet. There's no updates out yet. The only thing they've really done is update some of the stuff that's in the wild areas for raids and stuff like that. And that's all based off them reaching out and just getting updated raid locations from the servers. So I wonder if the first patch helps address some of the facts that online gameplay is broken, not fully, but partially enough that it becomes really annoying and you're like, oh, the hell with this. I'm just going to go do other stuff.
I mean, it seems like that company, Game Freak, is tired of doing Pokemon. From what I hear.
Yeah.
Because that's what was that game they came out with? That village, or whatever it's called. They wanted to focus on that. But yeah.
I mean, I enjoy the game.
Let's mess with your bread and butter.
I enjoy the game. I think it's pretty good. I haven't started much of the post game. I beat the main story, and then there's post game stuff you use to go and capture like the legendary Sword or Shield Pokemon. I haven't started that. I have been enjoying a lot these raids when they work. That's the key, is they just don't always work, and when they don't, it's really frustrating. And then I'm like, I'm going to turn this off, or I'm just going to go and try and find a 3-star raid and do it by myself, because hopefully it'll then refresh and everything will start working better. And I've been pleasantly surprised by the loot you get out of completing Dynamax raids, because you'll get experience candies, and then you'll also get TRs, and you'll also get Dynamax candies. And I'd done so many of them at one point in time. I had my level 1 Charizard that I was given. I went, I want to level this guy up. And I got him all the way up to 65 without using more than maybe a quarter of the candy I had. I've been raiding way too much, Willie. Way too much.
Well, and not with me, so I don't care.
Well, we can do some raiding if you want. I don't know how to get it to work with link codes.
I've been waiting on you.
Well, we can do some raiding this afternoon.
Apparently, from someone said something that you can raid, like make it a private one. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't think it was possible.
You can
but
put
it says
an invite
you can,
code on it, but the problem is it has to show up in my feed, and that's where things get janky, is whether it'll show up in my feed or not.
And also the other thing is, like it also cuts out anyone else from joining too.
Right, they have
like
to have the code to get in, so you can only.
So
have
it
people...
makes no sense.
Well, I mean, if you have a group of 4 people that are sitting together and wanting to do stuff, it sort of
Yeah,
works
that
in that
makes
regard.
sense.
But if you've got like 2 people that are raiding and like, oh, we really need some other folks, it's not going to work so
But
great.
we still want to raid together.
Right.
Like that's like the system just.
I would assume there's
Ow.
going to be some tweaks to it. I don't know. It needs refined. This is their first time at trying to really do online for Pokemon.
How are you so blind, Nintendo? I don't understand it.
Well, this is Game
It
Freak. I mean,
hurts.
Game Freak did this stuff. Nintendo
I
pretty much said, here's the
know.
keys to the kingdom, build it.
I mean, but it's also their internet structure that they're using.
Yeah.
It's like why?
You mean you don't enjoy submitting a move that you want to do and then watching it spin while it says communicating for 15 seconds?
I don't mind that. My problem is like I can't be online and see you online playing the game and I want to send you a message on the Nintendo saying, "Hey, do you want a max raid battle together?" I can't do that because
Right.
I can't send messages through Nintendo's online service. Why?
Because you might use it to be mean to a child, and that would make Nintendo sad. That's exactly what it
Nintendo,
is. That's what it is.
Stop being little bitches.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Nintendo, stop being little bitches.
This episode brought to you by Nintendo. They're our sponsor for this week. Stop being little bitches.
I've been putting a lot of time into that. I think I have about 200 different Pokemon caught. And I think when I checked the time when I came downstairs, it was at like 47 and a half hours put into the game. So, yeah, it's certainly turned into my sit on the couch while we're watching TV and play Pokemon in the background kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Nintendo has Blizzard's thinking going on. You got a phone, don't you? Who doesn't have a phone in this audience? Talking about Diablo Mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that E3?
I don't care about that one. I don't care at all. I'm trying to think what else I've been getting into. God, there was something and I forgot. Oh, I started watching because it just popped up on my Hulu feed, so I figured I'd give it a try. There's a show, I think, on ABC called Manifest that's all about like this mystery of this plane that vanishes and then it returns and 5 years have passed, and to the people on the plane, they're like, oh, we never got off the plane. We just hit some turbulence.
Oh, they blipped.
Yeah, they seemingly, it seems like they blipped. But they come back and they've got like some kind of weird psychic powers, and some of the people are linked together. I've only watched the pilot episode, but it was enough for me to go, I'll give this a few more episodes to see whether I like it. I'm afraid it's going to turn into like those Lost kind of things where it starts out strong with some weird mystery and they stretch it out too long and you're eventually like, man, the hell with this. I'm out. I don't care how it ends at this point.
Wasn't there a show called The 100 or something kind of similar to that?
It is wrapping its last season on the CW right now. It's actually one of the shows I watch when I'm on the treadmill at the gym because there's.
Well, I'm not sure if that was. It was something about a bunch of people disappearing, and when they come back, they all have like some kind of
different show
powers.
then.
Or something.
Yeah, different.
Yeah,
show.
no,
Alright.
I think that was the 4400. That was
All
a
right,
USA
another
show.
number store.
Yeah,
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 that
it was another, it was a
4400.
number show. But yeah, that was the 4400. It was 4400 people who disappeared throughout history all magically reappear at once.
And don't they have powers or something?
I think that was the show
Yeah.
where they had powers. Yeah,
So-
the 100 is 100 people from a Earth colony, but we had to leave the planet because we basically irradiated it.
Yeah,
All right.
it's not terrible. It's not
I
a
never
terrible
watched it,
show,
yeah.
but you can certainly tell 100's a CW show when you watch it. So it's good for. I
Yep.
need to half pay attention and be entertained, kind of things, because then the teenage melodrama kind of just washes over you instead of you being like, I'm in my mid 30s. Why the shit am I watching this? I've had that moment a few times.
Yes. Sorry, everyone. I don't watch shows with numbers in the titles.
That's fair. And then I will use my
You
Regal.
didn't enjoy 24?
24 was awesome.
Never seen an episode of it.
And I know
The
I
first
will.
season was great.
It really was. I know I'll be using my Regal Pass on Friday because I'm going to go see Jumanji because the new Jumanji comes out this week, upcoming
Oh
weekend.
yeah.
So I want to see Danny DeVito play The Rock.
Well,
The
no,
Rock
you want
play
to see The
Danny
Rock
DeVito.
play Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Either way, it's going to
Get
be
him
damn
right.
funny. I'm on board with that one. So that's what I've been getting into. Who wants to go next?
All right, I'll go next.
All right,
then.
Willie, you're up.
I also used my movie pass this week. I went to go see the Hulk be a lawyer like his cousin and take on DuPont in the movie Blackwater. Mark Ruffalo
Was it
played a
good?
lawyer.
Because I want to see it.
Yeah, it was good. Someone just asked me, "Hey, do you want to go see this movie tomorrow?" And I was like, "Sure." I didn't even watch a trailer for it or anything before going to see it. It was a good movie. True story apparently and everything.
Mm-hmm.
DuPont are apparently a bunch of jerks. They're not shown in a positive light, I can tell you that. especially in West Virginia, which is heavily showcased in the movie.
Yes. Hence why I want to go and see it. Because I've heard the stories from people who lived it.
You could be living it too. In fact, actually, it says 99% of the people on the planet are living it.
Yeah.
Thanks to DuPont and probably other companies.
You don't like to drink liquid fake rubber?
I mean, I can't answer that because I probably do. Probably tastes good. I don't know.
I was expecting the comments of you just don't like rubbers at all or something like that.
Oh, that would have been a better one. Yeah. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to any kind of rubbers. Can't wear them.
Can't wear them. Doesn't want to drink them.
See,
Willie's
the
just
problem is-
anti-rubber.
The problem is my dick's too small, so the rubbers don't fit. They always fall off.
Oh, no.
That's the joke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Willie.
It still gets the job done, though.
That's the important thing.
It's all about those angles.
I'm sorry.
I got a chuckle out of Bachman. That's a win in my book. But I did get the new Killer and Survivor and Dead by Daylight because I had a bunch of iridescent shards, the in-game currency you can earn just by playing, and I still have a bunch more that I can use, but because I don't really use them for anything else. So I got
You
those
got
for free.
Yuri and the Oni.
Yep, I already got my Adept Yuri. Is it Yuri?
Oh, nice. I thought it was Yuri. Isn't it Uri? Isn't that how her name's spelled?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that. It's been a while since I haven't been playing that much. But I did get my adeptness in that.
Nice.
And there's only one more episode for this coming up this Wednesday on Hulu. It's a Hulu exclusive, Castle Rock. If you haven't been watching that, great show. They even brought back Tim Robbins for this entire second season. And the person playing Annie Wilkes is
Lizzie
great.
Kaplan.
Yeah, great. She is tapping into Kathy Bates's mannerisms from Misery.
Mhm.
Like her speech patterns and everything is perfect. Not the same character, but that's all right because that's not what Castle Rock's about. It's about just taking ideas and characters from, and you put them in this whole new story. And this season, I felt bad because I told someone, the person has been coming over and watching the series with the second season. I told him, like, yeah, you don't have to worry about the first season because it has nothing to do with it. Because that's what I read after the first season was done. They said, second season, not going to have anything to do with the first season. I was like, okay, so it's like an anthology. And then, lo and behold, on the 7th episode, hey, we're tying it back to the first season. And I was like, oh. I instantly texted her saying, don't watch the new episode before you watch the first season first because it ties right back in. I was lied to. And yeah, but it's still very good. Well, Tim Robbins is killing it as Pops Merrill. And they bring in a sister city that's right beside Castle Rock because Castle Rock is the city that the first season takes place in. And in the second season, it's also in Castle Rock, but also the neighboring city, Salem's Lot. So it was like, ooh. And it's not, I don't believe the vampires like it is in Salem's Lot. It's something else. I'm still not sure. And there's only one more episode. So it's been great. Watch it if you haven't been watching it. I finished Doom Patrol as well. And that is a great show. And since I heard they were in Titans as well, I was like, oh, I'm interested in seeing it. I just got this new TV that's a smart TV. No DC Universe on it. Great. I thought it was. I was going to get a free trial and see if I wanted to keep it because I also wanted to see Swamp Thing as well. That was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina.
What kind of TV is it, Willie?
LG.
Oh, yeah, because that's a WebOS app then. So, yeah, they might not have an app for that.
Yeah. DC, what are you doing? Just release it on everything. Do you not want? It can't cost you that much to release it.
Devil's advocate here. It's a completely different operating system. The question would be how many people would be subscribing and using that app to make it worth their while.
It's not on the PlayStation either.
Again, I reiterate.
I don't know. I'm not in marketing and whatever in that. I can't answer that. But you would probably at least have one more subscriber. Probably would. But
So
no,
that really
you don't
makes it
want it.
worthwhile, all the development time to build an app. One subscriber who will use the
Well-
free trial to watch Doom Patrol and then be like, look this shit.
No, already, I bought Doom Patrol on Blu-ray.
My bad.
Well, you see the
'Cause it was
difference
on
between
sale
a
on
company that
Amazon.
backs an app and one that doesn't. DC advertised theirs, but they didn't really get it everywhere. Disney Plus, the day it came out, it just fucking appeared on people's
Well,
devices.
let's be honest though, is Disney Plus available on LG's WebOS?
It
Yes.
might be.
It is. It's already downloaded to it. I just can't use it.
It probably is.
Well, Willie, that's why you
I
want
mean-
people's codes, right?
Yeah. Time Warner has the same. They could have the same software engineers as the Disney guys, but they just didn't prep DC Online as well as Disney Plus prepped theirs.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of LG TVs that are
But-
compatible with Disney Plus. It says when I look it up.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's already on mine. I can tell you.
Well,
But
Sounds like you should get you some Disney Plus then, Willie.
yeah. But I also saw the. I looked it up, and apparently they used in Titans and Doom Patrol for when the Doom Patrol showed up in Titans, which is what took place a year before Doom Patrol came out, right? I think Titans came first, and then a year later, this year, was Doom Patrol the show. They had the same the same actors playing the same roles. Except for the chief, which changed to what's that Bond guy? Timothy Dalton. He was a
Dalton.
one-time, yeah, and good change. Because I saw a clip. Apparently, Beast Boy was living in Doom Manor in Titans, but also they're not in the same. They don't take. It makes no sense because those stories don't interconnect. It's just not the same thing at all. Same actors, except for Timothy Dalton, but it's completely separate. Makes no sense to me.
That's DC.
Like, yeah, and Doom Patrol, yeah, Beast Boy was never here. In Titans, yeah, Beast Boy was here. Like, what? So if it was different actors, then yeah, it's, different looks to them. That'd be nope, same exact thing. Brendan Fraser's still Robot Man. Makes no sense. Yeah, but I was very confused by that when I looked it up. But I'm still interested because was it Superboy and showing up in Titans 2, and I've seen some of those clips and they look pretty good. So I want to see it. I just can't. DC, you're the problem here because I want to watch you. You're not letting me watch you. You're the problem. So
You heard it here
yeah.
first. Willie says they're the problem.
They are the problem.
So make sure you get that app there and someone give Willie your password so that he can watch it.
What for DC Universe?
For DC Universe. Willie needs a password.
I can't watch it. It's not on the PlayStation. It's not on my
That's
TV.
why I said they need to
can't
make the
watch
app.
it. Oh, I thought you said no. You said give them your code, or I thought
Oh, you
that's
need
what you
that
said.
too.
I could be. I'm
that's-
still not all here.
That's this week's episode title now. Willie needs a password.
I'm gonna make my usual password 12345.
Can Willie have your login?
No.
I thought someone was gonna go with the Spaceballs joke, but no one did. You all failed.
It's not the first time nor the last time. What else you get into, Willie? Anything
True.
else?
Thinking. I watched something. What else was there?
Porn.
No, I didn't actually watch any porn.
What we really want to know, the chat room says, is what is Willie's safe word? Willie, what's your safe word?
Keep
Pineapple.
going.
Pineapple?
Pineapple.
That's a good safe word. I don't think that's going to come up very much in normal conversation.
Well, it's not so much a safe word as in like, hey, we need a pineapple break because pineapples are fucking delicious. That's pretty much what it is. It's not a safe word. It's a break time word.
Okay, so it's a break word.
Yeah, it's a 5 minute. Give me 5 minutes. Pineapple break.
5 minute pineapple break.
That might be the name of this episode now. I don't know what it's going to be. Anything else, Willie? It's fine if there's not. I was just checking. I didn't
I'm
want to cut you off.
trying to think. It seems like there was, but I can't think of it. Oh yeah, so I let my dad use my PS3 that I had. I got secondhand. That person got secondhand from. That I've had for like 2-3 years. I think about 2 years. That sounds about right. And I've only used it like twice. And I was like, he needs a Blu-ray player, so I just gave it to him. That damn thing is not really reading disc all that too well. It started out to at first, but now it's just not reading disc. So, yay! It's It's one of those sliding door PS3 ones, the Slims or whatever.
Okay.
And I don't like that sliding door thing. Because when I got
neither.
it, the door was just open. I thought it was just broken and it didn't have the latch to it. No, that thing just slides over. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, I think it was just mishandled before. Yeah, other than that, I got nothing.
All right, well, let's wrap things up with Bachman. What do you got for us, sir?
Let's see. Playing a bunch of video games. No Man's Sky came out with another huge update called Synthesis, where they've changed a whole lot of the features in the game. They actually reskinned basically every planet and every creature. So the whole, like, your entire game experience looks a little different now. They've made it to where you can finally scrap spaceships. So they've already had some exploits that were found and patched based on that, because people found out that you could scrap a spaceship and then go right back in the interface before you received the credits, and the game hadn't deleted your spaceship yet. So you could just you could scrap it over and over and over for billions and billions of credits. So yeah, they already got that exploit fixed. But yeah, it's a huge update, a whole bunch of stuff in there. I passed about the 100-hour mark, I think, finally on No Man's Sky, and I finished my first run through of my first galaxy and did the reset, where basically you reset reality and you get sent to a second galaxy. And so now all of my like teleportals and stuff are divided between which galaxy I'm in. So now I'm starting my adventure over in my new galaxy. So it's definitely fun. It's still like one of the most relaxing games. Just I literally just put on Star Talk on my iPod and just fucking go mining and just like relax. Like it's the best meditation ever, which I need because I haven't been playing much Apex because I'm pretty much caught up on my battle pass, or I'm ahead of where I need to be on that battle pass. And I have fallen behind on the Dead by Daylight one, and the tier 3 stuff has been a lot harder to accomplish, and I haven't finished level 3 yet. And so
Well, they kind of fixed that.
Yeah, they made a lot of it easier, but still getting 15 iridescent shards as a killer is proven to be a pain in the ass when I'm rank 14 and I'm getting matches where I'm taking on 2 rank 8s and 2 rank 9s. The fucking matchmaking still sucks balls for behavior.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, when you're going up against people that are 6 or 7 levels higher than you and it's a team of them, like I literally had a match where I went in and it was 2 8s and 2 rank 9s and I was rank 14. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to do well enough to get an iridescent shard when you're fucking making me go up against, you know, people that are fucking 6, 7 levels higher than me on a ranking system? Like, if the ranks don't fucking matter, then just get rid of the goddamn number. Because if you're not going to use it for matchmaking, what the fuck is the point of having it? But yeah, I had some really aggravated matches yesterday, and I actually had a couple of really good ones. And I've been enjoying playing a bunch on the new map, the new Oni map, because it's in high rotation right now because it's a new map. That temple map is really cool. I had a match with the trapper on it that was awesome, just hiding freaking traps all over in the bushes and the places that people jump off the temple in the center of the map. And then, I got actually chased and killed by the Oni once. That damn Bam Bam stick, it is scary as hell when he comes flying around a corner and hits you with it, one-shot you.
Did you see the coolest part about the new map?
The weird moon that sometimes isn't angled correctly.
No, I haven't seen that part of it. No. This is
Are you
actually
talking
built
about
into
the
the
faces
map.
of the statues?
Yeah, the statue faces. Yeah,
It's awesome. There's little Buddha statues all around the temple, and when you look at them, they'll be looking a direction, but if you look away and then look back, they're all staring at you. And it works for every survivor and the killer on the map. And so you're all seeing different rotated heads of these statues. It's a really cool concept because it's super creepy the first time you realize what's happening. Yeah, so playing some Dead by Daylight. I'm hoping to get if I can get those shards done today, get my iridescence, then I can work on, I think it's Kill the Obsession like 6 times, which that one's not hard. And then top off tier 3 because I'm finally getting almost to the point where I can start doing my respecs, because I have been grinding that game so much. I've gotten so many blood points that I've leveled up another 4 more killers. So I have the Wraith at like level 30. I have the Nurse at level 15, and I have Michael Myers at level 20. Every other killer on my account is at least level 40 and has all of their perks unlocked, which means now once I finish those last 3, I can start respecking and going back and building my Trapper with all of the perks. And then I can build my Doctor with every fucking perk in the game. So yeah, I'm almost to the point where I can finally start respecking. And then of course, if I get done with all the killers, then eventually I'll probably start doing it with survivors as well. But yeah, actually been enjoying some matches. Some have been awful, but I've had a couple of really good matches, a couple of fun matches as Survivor. But yeah, that game's been fun just because with the extra challenges and stuff and that battle pass, like having like challenges and certain stuff to work on has definitely made it more fun to like grind Dead by Daylight because you're actually accomplishing something and getting the Rift tokens. And yeah, I think there's 30 days left as of today, and I'm still only like level 27 or 28 on the battle pass, and it's got 70 levels in it. So
Oof.
yeah, I got to get the level 3 epilogue done so that I'll have access to level 4. But then I got to go back and do all the level 2 challenges. I still have like 20 of the level 2 challenges still left to do, and then finish all the level 3 stuff. A little more grinding on that in the next couple of weekends, and hopefully I'll get caught up and try to get that damn thing done in time. Because, I mean, I paid for the first battle pass. If you get all the way through it, you get enough points to buy the next one for free. So, I mean, the whole point is you got to finish it. And unlike the freaking Apex Legends one, this one seems to be a little tougher for me to actually get it done because it's a little bit harder game. And queue times are also definitely a lot longer on fucking Dead by Daylight. But yeah, between Dead by Daylight, taking a break from Apex at the moment, played a bunch of No Man's Sky, basically just doing, a bunch of video game stuff. And then, I downloaded Titanfall 2. So I got that ready to go. The next time I'm ready to give something new a try. And then I did start my Christmas holiday traditions last night. I put up my little condo tree. I put up my Batman, my Rocket, and my Groot ornaments on it. And then I sat down and watched Lethal Weapon, which is the start of my Christmas movies.
Nice.
And now I got to find my Die Hard because I looked for my Die Hard box set last night and I can't figure out what the fuck happened. I think my friend V might have my Die Hard box set and I need to get it back because it's December. And I need to watch my Christmas movies.
It's streaming in places too, if need be.
I didn't think to look it up. Do you know where it's streaming?
I bought my
4
digital
streaming
copies
services.
on Google Play, I think, but I'm not sure if it's streaming as part of a subscription anywhere or not.
Is it not on Disney Plus? Because isn't that a Fox movie?
That would make that, but that's rated R, so they'd put it on Hulu then because they aren't
Yeah.
putting any of the
They don't put anything
on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus is only up to PG-13.
You have The Simpsons on there, and they get pretty raunchy. At least the early seasons.
They do get raunchy. But yeah, it's the Christmas season, so Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, and then A Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation. I'll get all my movies watched this month. Get myself in the Christmas spirit. But yeah, that's what I've been getting up to.
You gonna watch The Night Before, the best Christmas movie ever?
I will probably watch that again at some point. I haven't seen it.
It has so much comic books. Everyone in it is comic booky.
It's got great stuff in it.
Even Miley Cyrus is in there.
I don't think
she
I've
was in
seen
Guardians
it.
of the Galaxy 2.
I saw it in the theaters. I don't think I've seen it since then. I did like it though. It's a good movie.
You got Anthony Mackie. You got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, Michael Shannon, Miley Cyrus. Who else is in it as comic book ties? There's so many people with comic book ties in that movie.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's good stuff. I'll see it again. I just don't own it yet. But at some point.
One day.
When my life had passed me by, I take a look and wonder why.
No, that's enough.
You're just a Willie
No
away.
takedown notices.
It's
No.
more than enough, actually.
I changed that last lyric.
It's a bit too much.
You know, Willie,
It's a
you know how I
parody.
feel
It's a
about that
parody.
song? Willie, I
It's a
feel that song was just like this.
So sensual.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
If I change the lyric or two, it means it's a parody.
There you go. So, that being said, it is time for us to start shutting down this stream. So, a friendly reminder, we do stream the All Things Good Nerdy Show live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, over on Geeks.live. That is the official streaming home of the Gonna Geek Network. We will probably take some time off around the holidays. We haven't figured it out ourselves yet, but we'll let you guys know in upcoming episodes what's going on in regards to that. But before we shut things down, you guys have any parting wisdom or final thoughts for us?
Prepare for the crisis.
The show The Office wasn't really all that great. It was okay.
Going out on shit talking.
Personal
don't disagree.
opinion.
Do you like Parks and Rec more then, or?
Is better, but once again, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't great.
I have a hard time with Parks and Rec because I don't think Amy Poehler is very funny. So.
I mean, I don't watch it for Amy Poehler. I watch it for
Ron
other people in
Swanson.
it. I mean, that's one of them.
Yeah. Chris Pratt.
Yeah, mostly the other one, his girlfriend. What's her name?
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I
why
like
you're
her
watching
attitude.
that. That's also your.
No,
crush.
I
That's
like
your
her
second
attitude
crush
on
of the week. You get two
No,
this
not
week
really.
because you didn't have one last week.
No. I didn't really have a. Not really. I wasn't really, like physically attracted to her. I was like her
No,
personality.
that's what I mean. You can have an attraction.
I wouldn't
to
say I
someone
would even
based off personality.
Nah, who was my other one this week? I can't remember. My memory is terrible.
I don't remember either. I'm pretty sure we just powered.
Oh
through.
yeah, from Saturday Night Live. What's her name?
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, I can never remember her name, but yeah.
Well, now
like
that Willie's gotten to share his crush of the week, you guys know, you've been informed, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe? I don't know. We'll see you all next week. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this brand new episode of the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast. Don't forget, we'll be back next Sunday live at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central over at live.atgnpodcast.com, channel 3 of the Alpha Geek Radio app, and over at our network home at gonnageek.com/live. If you have any feedback for the show, please contact us atgnpodcast@gonnageek.com, on our hotline number at 304-806-ATGN, or even better, go to Twitter and send us a message at ATGN Podcast. The music you've heard in this show is produced by Kevin MacLeod and can be found at incompetech.com.